Hi, I'm Matt Selhorst, pleasure boat specialist here at Home Marine Lake Wylie. Thanks for stopping by to check out this video. This is my wife Sarah, my little girl Avery, and this is our dog Lucy. While you're here,
Okay, my name is Herb Mantell. This is my wife Ashley, my son Luke, who's 6, and my daughter Ryan, who is 8, going to be 9 next Wednesday. Thursday. Leave it to Dad. The boat we have is a Harris float boat, CX 240.
and tell me what most excites you guys about boating. What do you like the most about boating?
Tubing. Tubing.
Is that your most fun thing?
Tubing.
I like getting away from the house. No cleaning.
Yeah. It's just a good time. It feels like a vacation every weekend we come out here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's just
Very relaxing.
a good way to unwind after a bad week.
And you guys are down to the docks all the time. You're here at the marina.
Yeah.
What
Every weekend.
every weekend? Luke? What's your favorite thing to do besides tubing? I saw you catch a fish the other day.
I think shooting in the basketball net.
Okay.
We have a basketball net on the
I like getting popcorn.
Popcorn at the marina. That's good. Ryan, what about you? What's your favorite thing besides tubing?
Probably going up. Probably going up to different beaches and just playing around with the beach.
Okay. Playing around and having a good time. Now, when you guys decided on the Harris float boat, did you research other manufacturers, other boat dealers?
Yeah, we did. I did. Shopped around a little bit and just landed here because this was, I liked the boat. It had a lot of options, features that I liked, and I liked the big, the 150 motor where you got enough engine to get you out of trouble if a storm comes up or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, pulling the kids and adults on tubes, it pulls real well.
Yeah.
I just like this is a very good value for what I was looking for.
Absolutely. What about the experience with other dealerships to working with the folks here at Home Marine?
I basically just kind of shopped with the other dealerships. I guess when I came here, I met Matt. I don't know, it just was real easy. There was like, he let me buy a boat. He didn't sell me a boat. And
Yeah, we've had several conversations with him.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't a pushy salesman. He just let us have fun on it.
yeah. Let us
Then
decide
the deal
to buy
was
it.
done.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're
There's
on the
no
water.
going back.
Next thing you know, you're
Yeah.
making payments.
This is the first boat you guys own?
It is.
Is that right? What got you interested in boating to start?
Well, it's kind of.
Because our friends, they have a boat too in Wylie, so we just wanted a boat after them.
Okay.
They would take us.
You just wanted to have your own boat to go out as your own family?
Yeah.
How's boating impacted your family life?
Oh, I think it's been very good.
Yeah. We
Awesome.
said we should have gotten one sooner.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They're very well behaved on the boat. They leave us alone.
Yeah, as
That's
you
a
can
question
tell,
I'm
yeah.
asked all the time is kids safety, and my kids, we're nervous to have them around the water. How have you all dealt with that?
And they've been great. And we laid down the ground rules right from the beginning. They always wear their life vests.
Mm-hmm.
So be safe.
Don't let them in the water with the motor running, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's common sense
They
type
know.
stuff.
Yeah.
They,
And
they
they're both
picked it up
good
pretty quick.
swimmers.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything that you would tell your best friend that was buying a boat?
Yeah, get it today, not tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of the same thing.
Could have been doing this years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Get
the
the
right
Get the right one.
Yeah. We really do like Pontoon as opposed to other kinds of boats. Just the room it's got and it's comfortable and you can have a lot of people.
Perfect.
Just works well.
Awesome.
I'm Eric Carpenter, this is my daughter Sydney, and I have a Harris Grand Mariner 250 SL with a 225 Mercury.
How long have you been a boater, and what got you interested in boating?
I've been interested for several years, wanted to find something that my daughter and I could do together, and she loves the water and we love being outside. And so I actually rented boats for a whole season, going back and forth trying to figure out what I wanted. And as soon as I got behind the wheel of one of these Tritoons, then that sort of sealed the deal.
What specifically led you to buy the Harris Grand Mariner?
I test drove several different boats, and they just seem to put a whole lot more thought into the design and the layout. And then when you combine that with, the biggest service guys on the whole lake being right here at the back door, it really was kind of a no-brainer. It's you know, you can kind of, you can spend too much time comparing, and there's always pluses and minuses, but it's a lot of peace of mind knowing that somebody can take care of you right next door.
Sydney, what's your favorite part of being out on the pontoon?
I don't know. Swimming?
That's all right. I was just figuring I'd try.
You're not going to get a go
No,
from her.
that's
I'm actually surprised you got that.
What's your favorite part of boating?
You know, the best part is the way it brings our family together. You know, we love being outside and we love the water, and you know, when you start having teenagers, you know, parents aren't as cool as they used to be, but everybody loves being on the boat. We all like spending our time. Dad can bring some friends, Sydney can bring some friends, and it's something we can all do together and look forward to together.
What advice would you give your best friend if they were considering buying a boat?
I think the biggest thing that a lot of people do, because there's so much information available on the internet, and there's, you know, so many shows, and there's so much information out there, don't get paralyzed by the information. Do your homework, drive a couple different boats, talk to some people who have boats, and then just do it. Because I tell you, you're wasting a lot of beautiful days on the water worrying about every little tiny detail. I mean, I was so happy once I finally just pulled the trigger and got out there and got on the water. So if I was going to do anything over again, I would have done it sooner.
With salespeople not having a great reputation for being honest and following through, how would you describe your experience with Matt and with All Marine?
You know, I actually found them quite the opposite. I had to chase them down. Those guys are obviously not, you know, I wasn't getting calls and, you know, do this and getting pressured into the boat. It was very much, look, we're here and we're going to be friends for a long time, so we want to make you happy, and you know, the best thing you can do for us is refer us. And they've, you know, Matt and Hall have been around for a while, and the reason they have is they have all these relationships out there, and those people come back and buy new boats and refer people. So having a negative experience off the bat doesn't benefit them, and it wasn't my experience with them at all.
And what would you tell people watching this video that are considering a boat? What would you tell them to do?
You know, again, just don't get so hung up on all the information that's out there. Yeah, the competitive boat might be 2 inches longer or have another cup holder or whatever, but you know, at the end of the day, get a place that you know you're going to get a great service and has a great reputation. And I mean, you can't beat a Harris boat, and just go ahead and pull the trigger and do it.
Perfect. That's awesome. Anything else you'd want to say to your friend that was buying a boat, or that was helpful for you when you were making the decision?
I think you should get the exact same boat that I bought. Just don't get one just get a slightly smaller engine, and I'll feel a lot better about that.
Yeah, we're Tom and Maria Frankenfield. We live in TKK, South Carolina. We've been living down south here for about a year now. And last November, we bought ourselves this 25-foot Grand Mariner with a 225 horse bark on the back.
And what led you to go with the Harris versus other boats that you may have looked at?
I think it had a lot to do with our sales guy, actually, and the marina. We not only wanted a boat, we wanted an experience. We wanted to come to a marina where we knew we could get our service and where we could store the boat and not have to walk down 60 flight of stairs to get to it. So it was more than just the boat. It was the people surrounding the boat.
And you guys keep the boat here at our marina. How has that worked out for you?
So far, so good. I'm actually learning how to get it into the slip and without hitting it too hard. And no, it's been working great. It's easy.
Convenient to have the boat here in the slip, so you can go whenever.
Yeah. The marina is really close to both work and to our home, so whether we meet here at the boat after work or whether we're coming here for a weekend, it's not a long trip.
And you had friends out with you yesterday. You've got the same group coming out. How has this allowed you to get out and do more entertaining?
Well, frankly, we're new in the neighborhood, so this is a chance to get to know older folks.
We really have some great neighbors here in TVK, so it's just a way to spend some time together, some quality time, and it's beautiful out there on the lake in the sunshine.
Yeah. What are some of the features about the Harris that you've really enjoyed?
Well, yesterday we really enjoyed the stereo system. It's got a great kicker speaker system along with a Sony, and we use Pandora over our cell phone, and it just works out well because we pick the music we want to hear instead of the country music we can get on the radio.
So you had your Bluetooth set up, and that worked well, nice and easy.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure that out, but once we figured it out, it's working fine.
What about the comfort of the boat? You had what, 2 couples on with you?
Right.
Right, we were 6 people yesterday, and we had plenty of room for more. We had most everybody up in the front of the boat. The only disappointing thing is when all the people are up in the front and I'm back driving, I'm alone back there.
You need to get somebody to come back there.
Yeah, get somebody else to drive for us.
There you go. There you go. All right, now Tom, I know you've got a yellow Corvette convertible. When you saw that 225 on the back of the pontoon, what'd you think?
Yeah, I always liked horsepower, and I wanted the 225 for 2 reasons. One, we have grandchildren, and I'm sure when they come here, they're going to wear a wakeboard and go out on the skis. But more importantly is when you have a lot of people on a boat, old people from your neighborhood, you know, we're not as light as we used to be. It takes a lot of horsepower to move them around the lake.
And what about the maneuverability, the turning with the tri-tune?
Fantastic.
It's like before I owned a 20-foot Century, and it would turn on a dime, and this one wouldn't turn as tight as that one did, but it turns tight for a big 25-foot pontoon boat.
Yeah.
You have no trouble picking up skiers, I'm sure, with it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, yesterday out in the lake, we had to pick up somebody's hat. So
Yeah.
Blew right off, huh? What were you going to say, Maria?
I was just going to say that story. Turned around, had a little fish hook there, and got it.
Snatched it right out of the water.
Yep.
That's awesome. Maria, what's been your favorite part of having the pontoon?
Just to get out in the fresh open air. It's nice.
You know, we bought this boat last fall too, and this lake is not only beautiful in the sunshine, it's also beautiful in the fall when the trees are turning color and you get the reflection off the lake of the trees. It's just really pretty out there.
Matter of fact, we went boating in January. We had a lovely weekend there at Pontoon.
And
Great.
one of the nice things about the outboard, not having to winterize, running it year round. Did you guys get out? I mean, when did you bought it in
We
September?
bought it
November.
November, okay. How many times do you think you went out in that November, December, January time?
Well, we had our children and grandchildren out the entire weekend, Thanksgiving
Okay.
weekend. We were out 3 or 4 times, 3 or 4 weekends, at least one day out of the weekend in November. And then we had some really beautiful days in January, so we were out at least 2 different weekends in January. So, but then February and March got to be a different story. So the boat had to sit.
Yeah, got a little busy. Now, you certainly could have found a cheaper pontoon out there. Why did you end up going with the Harris versus some of the cheaper other options?
Well, you know, as I get older here, I like not only the performance, but just the styling of the boat. It's hard to get a good-looking pontoon boat, and this is one of the better-looking pontoon boats in my mind. It has a really luxury seating arrangement in it, great storage underneath the seats, and it has a ski locker in the center tube. So all said, it costs a little bit more, but it has the right kind of gauges, the right kind of controls, and just nicely appointed.
The quality is just wonderful.
What would you tell people that are considering getting into boating, but they're not sure if they should do it? It's expensive, we're not going to have the time to do it. What would you tell those folks?
I tell them they better stay away from Matt if that's the Because they'll figure out how they can afford it once they come to Lake Wylie Marina.
What would you tell your friend that's looking to buy a boat?
I would definitely refer them to Lake Wylie. It's been a good experience here. We had one little problem with the boat. It was the depth sensor fixed immediately. So, and I'm sure I'm going to get good service on the engine and things like that here. So, like I said before, it's a total experience, not just owning a boat and then keeping it in your garage. You got to get it out and use it. You got to have easy access to it, and all that's affordable here at Lake Wylie Marina.